Hi, this tutorial is an exploration of where to find things in Photoshop and Illustrator. Sometimes students new to using the software don't know where to find things, and notice these tiny little triangles under the toolbar reveal a menu of tools that are hidden underneath. So these are options that we can use to work on our designs and learn how to use the software, just to develop more ideas. For example, under the pen tool are 4 other pens that can be used. Another very cool tool is underneath the hand tool is the rotate view tool. So I can turn this upside down. Maybe I like my design better that way, or I just need to look at it from a fresh viewpoint so I get a better sense of the composition. A lot of times students who are working in Photoshop for the first time are needing to complete a design or a color exercise and need to fill color squares or shapes with a color and can't remember where it was or don't know where to locate it. Underneath the default option of the gradient is the paint bucket. So if you would like to use a color for a background, for example, then this is where we would find it for a solid fill background. Another wonderful option hidden under the hand tool. Oh, I already mentioned that. Never mind that. Here are all the shapes. Under the brush tool are pencil and other options for color replacement, mixer, etc. So if I'm using a brush tool, I have the option of lots of different types of tips and textures and size. So if I want to if I'm drawing with green on green, I'm not going to see anything until I go across the darker element in the design. If I want to default to the black setting, work with a black line, I can do that. I can also play with the opacity and get more subtle variations of color. So these are many options to work with, switching back and forth in terms of texture and opacity. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you is the filter. There are many things that are available for our use. Under blur, there are half a dozen, a dozen. So between any of them, we can apply different effects, textures. I can make the whole thing into a ripple. I can say okay, go from there. If I want to zoom in, for example, and do some detailing, draw in, erase, blur, blend, these using some of the other tools here, I can take my magnifying glass and click on it and zoom in and get some close-up detailing going on. I can also use my command or my keyboard shortcut command minus to go back down into the regular size, or if you have a PC, alt option plus or minus will take that design to the size that you want it to be. Another thing is these little tiny arrows here can convert it from a single to a double size. A lot of times when we're working, we might pull things apart as we're working and something goes off our screen. We've got different files open. Don't worry, if you lose something, you can't find where it went, or say you accidentally closed it. Oh no, where did it go? You can go to Workspace, reset essentials, everything pops back into place. So another option is the filter gallery. This is a quick way to try out different textures and effects. We can modify the size. Underneath are a whole number of other options. Plastic wrap, that was one of the options. So, playing around with these gives us a tremendous amount of variety. Okay, another, taking a look at Illustrator, similar things underneath these tiny little triangles. Some of them are revealed in Illustrator. We have more tools available on the toolbar in Illustrator, so less are hidden, but underneath the default of the width tool is warp, twirl, pucker, bloat, etc. So with this twirl tool, I can produce a pretty interesting shape. So also what is known in Photoshop as the filter gallery is known as effects in Illustrator. So again, many options to work with there. So have fun producing your designs and let me know if you have any questions.